red light. So.
Greetings, I'm Dennis Yoakum. I'm here today with Steve Larsen. Welcome, Steve. You're to be the new pastor, new senior pastor at Calvary beginning July 1. Glad you're here.
I'm very glad to be here.
I want to give you a chance to say hello to the folks and for them to get to know you just a little bit before you arrive. So let me ask you first where you're pastoring and what you've been doing the last 25 years.
Yeah, I'm at Good Shepherd in Waldorf right now, and very much looking forward to coming here to be at Mount Airy. And I have a great appreciation for Dennis and for Jen and what they've been doing here, and I'm glad to be able to come into this congregation and kind of work with the folks that are here, the staff and the people here. This is the fifth congregation that I will be appointed to. I started off my ministry at Calvary in Frederick, a church not too far from here, and then I was also in Baltimore County in a little bitty congregation that was north of Baltimore, and was also at a medium-sized congregation that was closer into the city of Baltimore, and then at Good Shepherd where I've been for the last 9 years.
9 years is a long time, and I know you've had a good ministry there. It's not always easy to leave a place and come to a new one. I've had that experience myself. It's challenging to pick up your roots in one place and to make new connections at another one. Now you've got a family. Wanda is your wife, and you got 2 kids.
That's right. Wanda's a school teacher. She teaches art at the high school near where we're living right now. She's hoping to find a job here closer to Mount Airy. And I have a son who is, his name's Nathan, and he is a junior at Davidson College outside of Charlotte, and he's a big tall guy who plays football as well as studies and enjoys that school. And my daughter just graduated last week from high school, and she's also very tall. She's a basketball player and is looking forward to starting school at Denison University outside of Columbus in the fall.
Who's the taller, you or your son?
My son is definitely the taller of us.
He's taller, okay.
Yeah.
Your daughter's not too far behind.
No, she's not. She's not.
Yes, well, it's good that she graduated from high school. I think it's a good time for you to be moving if you have to move.
Yes.
And you'll be moving to Mount Airy here soon. We're looking forward to your arrival July 1. I had some questions to ask you that might be of interest to some of our folks. Some favorite things, Steve. A favorite Bible verse maybe that you might have?
Sure. I love the stories, especially in the Gospel of Mark, where Jesus is out on the sea and the storm still is all stirred up, and the disciples are there in the boat and they're not sure what to do, and they're just really frightened, and they see Jesus as calm as can be asleep in the back of the boat, and they eventually wake him up, and he is surprised that they would be so upset, and yet he stands up and stills the storm and then gives them a challenge that perhaps they weren't accustomed or ready for. He says, "Why were you afraid?" And I love that story, and having had a chance to visit the Holy Land some years ago and be in such a boat, it kind of has a special meaning for me. I also love the passage in Romans, I think it's chapter 8, where Paul says, "Who shall separate us from the love of God?" and goes on to list all these kinds of things that could upset us or defeat us, and yet he says, "No, we are more than conquerors through Christ who loves us," and goes on to say how powerful God's love is to reach us wherever we are. It's a great faith builder, that verse.
Good stories, good passages. I know that you play a little music. You play guitar.
Yes, a little bit.
And sing a little bit.
A little bit.
Anything else musically that you do?
Play the stereo.
Play the stereo, okay. I know most of us can do that.
Or iTunes, yeah.
iTunes, yes. Do you have a favorite hymn, favorite tune?
I would
something like especially?
Probably "Great Is Thy Faithfulness." Love that hymn. It's very powerful and meaningful for me. There's a more contemporary song that I also like. We heard it just this last week. I'm trying to think the words. But I like a lot of the contemporary music as well. But I think out of the hymnal, some of those, "Great is Thy Faithfulness, Be Thou My Vision," those are great hymns that I really treasure.
They're great hymns. Good story. Now, how about favorite sports teams? Are you a favorite? Do you favor the Washington Redskins or the team in Baltimore, the Ravens?
Oh, a challenging question here. I have to be careful how I answer this question. I have to say I probably am a Ravens fan. The Redskins are great. I was in Montgomery County during the days when Coach Gibbs was coached the first time, so I know what it's like for them to win a Super Bowl. but I would say probably more of a Ravens fan these days. And I love the Orioles. Nationals are okay, but the Orioles are kind of my team too. So.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Hobbies things you like to do on the side when you're not.
Yeah, I like to do things outside. I like to hike. I like to travel. I like to go different places that I've never been before and see, taste the food, see what the people are like, see how things are done. I do some running and some biking. And then, like you say, I play a little bit with guitar, enjoy some of that as well. So.
Well, I appreciate your coming today, Steve. And I know the folks are going to welcome you warmly when you arrive July 1. They look forward to your coming, and I look forward to retiring come July 1. So
I bet
congratulations on coming.
I'm very excited to be coming to this congregation and all the good things that God has in store for us.
Blessings on you.
Thank you so much.